The Jurassic Park. Tenenenet, tenenet. Yo, ultimate yo. Tenenenet, tenenenet.
All right, guys. A new update means a new character, and we finally have Wano X Drake in One Piece Fighting Path. And for those of you who might have been expecting a skip this month, you might be sorely mistaken. Let's get into the kid gameplay, shall we? Now, I know initially with the early gameplay, and depending on who you're subscribed to on YouTube, some people might have you under the impression that X Drake is bad, his mechanics aren't good, or he might not be worth your tickets. But I'm here to show you otherwise, because X Drake, I'm more impressed with him than I thought I'd be. And to be fair, I think his kit is reasonably decent for what it is. Now, is X Drake the most broken character? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, a lot of the more recent characters and some of the older characters can easily handle him if you know what you're doing. But X Drake is a character that rewards you for understanding his mechanics, and I don't think his mechanics are that bad to begin with. Now, X Drake is a character that has a bar, and he uses this bar to get some of his transformation moves, but he is also similar to Ulti in that he has movement-based moveset changes depending on how close or far you are to your opponent. Your first two blue skills will stay if you're at least half a map away from your opponent, and once you get that half a map or closer, you get his green skills, which switch up can be jarring for some people, to the point that some people think it's just flat out bad, but I don't think it's that jarring once you get used to it and get familiar and understand that that is how it works. The closer you are to the opponent, you will have green skills. The farther you are from your opponent, you will have blue skills. That is the basic, simple way to put his moveset. And then once you have the bar, you can do hold skills, and these hold skills will turn you into your full dinosaur. With that being said, both of his skills are projectiles, the blue ones. One comes out faster than the other, and both of these have, I'll say, their own issues, but I don't think they're the worst projectiles. I do think they could use some buffing as far as how fast they come out and the speed of them, but they're not the worst projectiles, especially at the distance that you get them, where it's usually about full map. These skills can hit the opponent or provide you that quick zoning before you get inside and are able to do the green skills, which are really good for that mid to close range. The fact that the skills are given to you at their best ranges kind of makes up for the fact that they switch up depending on how close or far your opponent is, which can cause its own problems. I'll get into that a little bit more, but for all that it's worth, you have projectiles when you're far away, you have good up close kills when you're up close, and you just have to make the most and take the best advantage of those when they come. There should be balance changes to more optimize the hitboxes of them, but they're not bad skills for what they are, as well as all of his skills have a mechanic where they leave X marks, and if you're to hit an opponent with an X mark with a skill, you'll leave an X on them. And this big X, it leaves them in the air for a while. It does good damage. It's a pretty decent move. Like, the switch from having, you have the ability to leave this X on people from either a distance or a range with the skill, and then you have the ability to walk around, take advantage of them being stuck in that X and do whatever you have, and that opens up your combo routes a lot more than it otherwise would. Like, he's a really good character, in my opinion. With what they tried to do with him, it's just a matter of how these moves come out and how they hit that are the problem for people that I feel like. The green skills that you get, I like both of them. The skill one is very fast and is very good for trying to catch people that might be trying to escape or dodge away from you to create distance. You can really close that gap on them. And the skill two, red armor frame one, and it doesn't have as much forward momentum as I think a lot of people expect it to, but it is very good for somebody who wants to stand in front of you, or for those people who are going to try to play you aggressive, even though you're a character that excels against aggressive players. It's a really good move for just getting that get off me or taking advantage and being able to seize the combo if your opponent's doing the move. The same could also be said for at least some of his dinosaur skills. For those of you who don't know, if you fill X Drake's bar, you have two. You get to do dinosaur moves with the hold of these skills, both sub skills and main skills. Now, some of these are a little better than the others, but like I said, he should be expecting balance changes. And I think when they optimize the hitboxes of some of his base skills, they might also optimize the hitboxes of some of these dinosaur skills, because some of them, like the roar for instance, are good within their range and they do the job very nice. But some of them, like his basic holds in certain instances, or even his sub skill 1, they can sell you more than they'll help you, and they drop the combo even, which is really bad for some people, and it makes them either not want to go dinosaur or just outright forget about it, and just at that point you're not even using the bar right, which is an aspect that you don't want to lose with this character, because the dinosaur bar, it opens up his combo routes. Now with that being said, these are my favorite dinosaur skills, the ones that I like to use and the ones that I see being the most optimal, at least right now before these balance changes that I'm speaking of. But go ahead and use whichever ones you like. I don't think you can go wrong if you use them in the right instance. Red armor is very underrated right now. They're dropping a lot of characters that are red armor characters, but they're not dropping a lot of characters that have anti-red armor mechanics or multiple of them. So if you're somebody who's playing, X-Drake or any red armor character really right now, it's not a bad time to be doing that, because there aren't many characters right now that have direct anti-armor counters. And not many people are using bow assist too, so we might see an increase of that with this release of X-Drake. Now those things might save you against the red armor dinosaur skills, but skill 2 hold is a dinosaur run similar to Queen's special, and it gives him super armor. Now the control on this is not the best, and there are instances where you'll just flat out miss and you'll get caught in a combo because somebody's just watching you run into a wall. But this dinosaur run is not to be underrated, and for people that won't expect it, or if you're doing it in the middle of a combo, which you can do, it is insane. The ability to use these dinosaur skills in the middle of your combos without your skill in base, if you started or if that's how you got the combo, it's really nice work. I do think his special, similar to a lot of the stuff I've said about his kit so far, is decent, but it could use optimization. It's a 2-hit. The first hit, it's such a small hitbox, you really have to find the right spot for it, but the second hit is usually more reliable. I have more of a problem with the special going the wrong way than I do with just not hitting people. X-Drake has a lot less recovery than the average character with his special though, so usually if you miss it, there are some small instances where you can still keep the combo or recover from it, but the ability to be able to get in and start these combos and then do a red armor skill that could protect you from an assist is a highlight of his skill set, I think. I think that's what the devs probably wanted us to do going forward with him as a character. You will see a few of the dinosaur skills in the gameplay, but I do not implore you to try to spam all these or just use them willy-nilly in your combos, because like I said, a lot of these, I don't know if I said this actually, but a lot of these skills do have high recovery, high backswing. So if you do miss this dinosaur skill, or if you do miss the red armor move that was supposed to continue your combo and you drop it, you put yourself in a very vulnerable position, and I think that's probably the big drawback for people, more so than like the skill switching, which you can get over. The fact that if you do a dinosaur skill thinking you have the advantage but you miss, you are at a severe disadvantage compared to before. That might get people to think, okay, X-Drake might not be all that, maybe I should skip him, but don't get me wrong, he cooks, absolutely so. To summarize it all up, I think he is a really decent release, a really nice drop. I'll give him like a 7, 8 out of 10 rating, and this is before the balance changes that I said he may get. If he was to get those, we are looking at one of the best characters in the game, but I don't think those are something that he necessarily needs. You can get around the jank and still have some success, as you'll see in my gameplays, but he is a really decent character. Don't get anything confused or misconstrued. You will not be wasting your tickets, but you will be missing out on a good character if you were to skip him right now. But thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the video, like and subscribe. Bye.
終わりではない。これが俺の力だ。ソルまだだ。終わりだ。伸びろ。だったらここで始末するまで。ああ